are national and some are multinational. Who do you think is better? Let's find out. A very good morning to our respected jury, teachers and my fellow classmates. We the students of 10C would like to take this opportunity to present our views on this topic.
Myself Ashika Chare, representing Indian companies. Indian companies are the companies having headquarters in India and sub-branches in different states of India and different countries.
An Indian business has expanded worldwide, so corporate governance had developed, leading to an increase in the investor confidence in Indian companies.
Hindi English is one of the official language of the Federal Government of India, and English is used extensively in business.
The economy is also favorable to business as it remains stable and continues to grow.
The cost of basic services like electricity, rent, etc. are moderately priced in compared to the developed nation.
In summary, India is becoming a hub for new market opportunities. As we overlook to these opportunities, we can find out that India is the most promising country in providing new markets.
Good morning one and all present here. My name is Priyanshu Chaudhary. Today having a debate on foreign companies versus Indian companies, my group is here to share points in favor of foreign companies. Foreign are on constant growth and they help us to get a wider range of products and provide healthy competition. Foreign companies makes the global competition a lot more stronger and motivates some small industrialists and businessmen. Now I would like Parth to share his thoughts on the same.
Parth Padhyay, the leader of foreign companies, is going to present our point of view on the basis of foreign companies. In 1991, globalization was not there in India. In India, Indian companies used to exploit Indian customers. But after 1991, government announced globalization, after which Indian companies got a real competition between them and with the foreign companies that were there. Foreign companies that were system driven and have a good internal audit used to defeat the Indian companies. Indian companies do not maintain any quality standard, do not give their employers a good, safe and good work place. Foreign companies, on the other hand, gave their workers a better place to work. Are the most top companies only of foreign? And now I want my friends to answer this question of why.
Now, I, Nakshatra Singh, is going to light up on a topic of top foreign companies. Microsoft Corporation is an American multinational technology corporation which produces computer software, consumer electronics, personal computers and related services. It is one of the most popular IT company. Coca-Cola is the largest distributor, manufacturer, marketer of non-alcoholic beverages, concentrated and syrup, which operates in around 200 countries. Facebook is an American popular company offering online network services. They have more than 1 billion users. Now I would like my friend Shivendra to lighten up this topic.
Apple Incorporated is an American multinational technology company that specializes in consumer electronic, computer software and online services. As of 2021, Apple is the world's fourth largest PC vendor by unit sales. Google LLC. Google LLC is an American multinational technology company that specializes in internet-related services and in products like cloud computing, a search engine, etc. Google is also the most popular search engine around the world. Cargill. Cargill is a privately held American global food corporation. Founded in 1865, Cargill is the largest privately held corporation in United States in terms of revenue.
Let us now move and talk about the benefits of foreign companies. So, a foreign company is a global operation with the production and distribution of its goods located in numerous countries. This enables a firm to specialize production in the countries where it has a competitive advantage. Now, I would like to tell some main benefits of foreign company. First of all, specialization in production, economies of a scale, employment of skilled labor, and talk about the benefits of foreign companies. So, a foreign company is a global operation with the production and distribution of its goods located in numerous countries. This enables a firm to specialize production in the countries where it has a competitive advantage. Now, I would like to tell some main benefits of foreign company. First of all, specialization in production, economies of a scale, employment of skilled labor, risk-free nature, and the last one and the most important one is financial backed support.
Now I would like to aware you how foreign companies are better than Indian companies. Foreign companies offers a good salary, good working conditions and luxurious life to their workers. The management of foreign companies are far better than Indian companies. Indian companies mainly focus on economical development, whereas foreign companies focus on production and profit. For foreign companies do work very smartly and in a disciplined way. They spend a lot of money in research and development and hence are successful. So that foreign companies are better than Indian companies.
Thank you all for patiently listening to our points about foreign companies. Many foreign companies are developed and some are developing, but like we said, the honest nature and outsourcing and satisfying the customer has led to a good growth of MNCs of these companies in a global world. And this brings us to the slow and dedication of this debate from our side.
I would like to ask you all that how does foreign companies affect the introduction of Indian companies?
Foreign companies take all the businesses that Indian companies used to do. They provide a real competition. But Indian companies should provide a good quality product so that they can compete in a good manner with the foreign companies. Whereas foreign companies give good quality products at nominal prices. So, for Indian companies, they should give nominal prices and good quality products.
Yes, although you said the answer is right, but for us, almost you said that Indian products quality is very less. So actually our products are also very good, like new technologies are coming also. So I don't think Indian products are also good too, like nice and all gives us good products only. So don't underestimate that foreign companies are only not good, Indian companies are also good.
But that's why they are success. They do not, any foreign company do not provide much competition to Reliance, to Tata. Why? Because they provide good quality products at a nominal charge. If all the Indian companies will provide the same, then Indian companies will surely win. My question to all of you is, why small-scale industries find it difficult to survive in India, whereas the case is not same in foreign countries?
Because in small companies, that still it is a startup one, so it may be difficult as big companies are already there, because foreign companies are already there in India. So how can they all compete with small companies? Foreign companies are already at great position. So how can these small companies can compete with you? Because you are having a big structures and all infrastructures, facilities are there. So how can we do? We are using our backup facilities maximum so that we can try to do the high prices. So how can you do like that? The comparison between the foreign companies and big companies. Although the foreign companies are developed countries, because India is a developing country, so it may take some time. And you know that India's resources are very less, so already it's declining. So we are managing maximum what we have. But in foreign companies, they are all developed countries, so they have enough resources to invest in small companies. That's all.
But some companies have succeeded in India also. So what they did is they used a honest way to get success. But these small companies do not use the small and the good way. They use the bad way, that is corruption. They do not provide us nominal charges. They give us high prices. They do not provide us good certificate. They take bad certificates. They use corruption methods to get that certificate. So shouldn't the government should do anything in that to prevent it?
Yes, now we all know that the Make India scheme is there, and many schemes are promoted by minister. So the business of Indian entrepreneurs are going to increase. You said no corruption, but in India, not Indian companies or other countries are also there corruptions too. Like I would request Diksha to say the corruptions.
See, but the point of roses of corruption. Corruption is only a mindset of people. It is dishonesty or falsification. It can happen in any country. For example, Walmart in Mexico or GlaxoSmithKline in China. They all have reported corrupted, right? And one more thing you asked, that why small startups in India are not getting so much of exposure. You said that they are corrupted. That's not a problem. It's the problem of our mindset. As you said, the foreign companies provide more goods. You have your mentality is that foreign companies will always provide good products. It's not like that. If we will give exposure to the small startups, maybe their product would also be good. So it depends on our mindset how we decode all these things.
But in a global world, we need good quality products. If India has provided a good quality, then why doesn't it stand in the global world? Why doesn't it goes to a height like all these companies, Dabur, Colgate, all these companies have got to a height in a global world. But from India, there is only Jio, there is only Reliance, there is only Tata, there is only Birla. Why isn't it a small scale industry? Why the number is not in hundreds? Why? Because the government is also responsible for that, and our mindset is also responsible. If that companies provide us good quality, why don't we choose these Micromax? Why do we choose MI? Why do we choose Samsung? We don't choose this Indian mobiles because we know the prices that they provide are not suited to their products. Their quality is not good. If we buy a phone, it gets damaged in 2 days or in a small amount of time. But MI is more popular. Why? This is the reason.
Now you have asked me that their quality health. So what about the countries and probably China? Although China, we all know that Chinese products are not very good at all. But China's not good with the toys, small toys. The children are used to play toys because they love toys. But if middle of China, no, then it will put to problems only, like plastics. Most of the toys from China, it will damage it immediately. But in India, the toys may not be damaged because it's a bird handicraft. So it is eco-friendly that we are making the handicrafts and all.
But the charges are according to that. No? The Chinese products have all the variety. If you go to a market, then you will get a very high product, and you also get a low. That is according to us that we buy cheap toys. It is not that the foreign companies provide not good quality. They provide good quality. But we Indians do not make the prices according to the quality.
Indian products are also good, but their quality is somehow less than foreign products.
Yeah, well, we started.
As we know, foreign companies offer their workers a good salary, good working conditions, and a luxurious life. Whereas in India, they does not provide good salary, luxurious life, and good working condition in India. Now I would like, apart in continue.
The employees are the ones who run the company, not the employers. So, Indian companies do not provide good working conditions for their employees.
does not establish a monopoly in the country.
Just like East Indian companies establish a monopoly.
Can you pardon? Repeat the question.
How can you guarantee that foreign companies does not establish a monopoly in the country?
Now we would like to tell what are the influences of foreign companies in Indian economy.
Foreign companies increases import in India, which led to decrease in Indian economy. But when they settle in India, they will increase the number of industries. They buy the industries of India, which help Indian industries also to grow.
And that's why we are saying that we are in monopoly in India. Like in East Indian companies, we all know that the British India first came as traders and then they established supremacy in our country to take the spices, cotton and indigo freely at cheap rate to their country and sell high profits.
But the East India Company is entirely different. Don't compare it to the modern world. Presently, there is no monopoly in any sector of work, whether it is tertiary, primary, secondary. Everywhere there is no monopoly. Indian companies are fighting with the foreign companies in business lines. So there is no monopoly in India or in any other country because now the market has gone to the global world.
See, Indian electronic, it is not like that only Indian electronic companies are weak, right? If we take the example of Alcatel, it is in Costa Rica. It was reported corrupted and its products were not good. So what it did was, it bribed some countries to sell their products, right? So it doesn't depend that only Indian quality is not bad. It's not good. As in the starting also I question part, we all question on this same attribute. So it's not only for Indian companies.
Indian companies in electronics are weak because they're afraid from business in IT industry. The industries, what they do freelancing, they work for other countries in foreign. So what happens? They are afraid that okay, if we try to get to that point that we want to do business, then they're not able to do it because of the scientists. They do not have much research development. All the scientists are into the TCS or into the consultancy service, which are given to the foreigners, which are given to us. That is the main reason why Indian electronics is not able to grow, and it will not grow till the Indian industries will be given a good chance by the government.
But government has introduced many reforms, and our Honorable Prime Minister, he also gave us a tagline, local to global. He started a program Made in India, and there are many reforms coming. But the thing is that many of us don't know about it. So we should create awareness about it rather to complain about it.
But that all reforms are to other sectors. There is no reform. Seriously, there is no reform in IT industry of the electronics because electronical engineers don't have that salary. And in India, they are given very bad treatment. They are not given that salary. If you take, for example, computer science or any other country, they are given crores package, 1 crore package or 1 million package. But in India, it is not the same case. They do not provide them good working conditions.
As you said about bad treatment, I would like to brief you that the Indians, they are treated as third class in many of the foreign countries. So how can you say that India provides bad treatment to Indians? Except small scale industries may provide because they are not having developed working conditions and all. But if we talk about the foreign countries, they don't regard Indians as their own citizens. They treat them very badly. So please throw some light on it.
everyone knows that. Everyone knows the workers that go to India. If the foreigners are providing them no good working condition, then why are we going? Why are everyone targeted to the England?
But I didn't talk about the good conditions. I talked about self-respect. I talked about the third-class treatment.
If there was no self-respect, how did Sundar Pichai got to the CEO position?
I'm not talking about all the companies.
Why is Microsoft having so many Indian workers? Why are they hiring at every time Indian workers? अरे मैम ये
Started.
30% weight jump. 30% we are start to
Start. Dom.
The next question is, why until now risk is taken as a minimum level by person even after government policies?
Small companies working in India are not aware of the government policies that are introduced by our government. They have no education. They do not have sources that they can they do not have sources so that they can understand about these policies that are applied by government. Many volunteers are going in small companies and they are introducing these policies to them. So we will have to wait some time.
Why does not government provide a good platform on a global level for Indian companies to move there as a foreign capital?
Can you repeat the question?
Why does not government provide a good platform on a global level for Indian companies to move there as a foreign capital?
As economic development stimulation, foreign companies investing in India can stimulate the target country's economic development, creating a more conducive environment for us as the investor and the benefits for the local industries, as well as the enhanced domestic investment as its focus resources elsewhere other than the investor home country. It can sometimes hinder domestic investment.
Why are Indian companies not able to have long-term trade with the other countries where they export?
As international trade permitted country is own import traffic, and this is one of the reasons why trading is quite difficult. Also, there is an industry that usually requires a presence in the international market to ensure the sales and goods will be completely made with FDI, all those will make easier.
Why the top countries only on the foreign companies?
Because India is a developing country and we are trying hard to make India companies also to reach to the global level, and government is trying their hard for the economy developing country, and India is a developing country and some of the foreign countries are already developed. So we have to see the difference also that some foreign countries are developed and India is a developing country.
Why are you proposing on MNC in India is less than countries? Why are you proposing of MNC in India is less than other countries? Why are the proportion of MNC in India is less than other countries?
Ma'am, can I?
The Melsi culture is badly putting the owners and the employers of the Indian companies out of business as they are unable to match with the standard of inspections and the facilities provided.
You are saying that the India's facilities very less and qualities are very less. Don't underestimate that all are. The South Indian company, Gritex is known as South Indian company, which makes textiles, bags and all facilities. They are very good at, they provide day-to-day food to the employees. They give very beautiful conditions for living, and their employees give very regularity, perfect, and their products are very quality. And some of them some are not allowed to means that explore there. So that Kitex only released in the south only, in Kerala only. You do not hear Kitex company? If I ask, nobody will say. No, they will not know. Even everybody does not know Kitex. What is Kitex? Kitex is a textile company. Most of the everyone does not know. It is just about the quality because they are facing problems with government. So how that they explore? We are saying not only our problem, your problem, but we accept that we are also be backward, but we are very good. Don't understand that.
That's what I am saying. I am saying we don't know about that. Why do we don't know? Why are they called South Indian company? Why are they not called the foreign company? Why are they not called the MNC? One of the main reasons is corporation. They are afraid of cooperation. They do not think of cooperation. They just want to participate. So proprietorship. But the main thing is cooperation. Cooperation helps a company to follow a legal term and gets more successful. It has a good financial background. But why does Indian companies do not follow that? Because they are not good enough. They do not have that quality standards for the stakeholders to have it. The stakeholders will not buy a share in a company of this. Why? Because you know that Indian companies are known by its region. It is known as South Indian company. It is limited to South India only. But for example, Tata, Reliance, we only have some of the names that have gone to a global level. Why don't these small scale companies get to that global level? They are narrow-minded. Why are they narrow-minded? Because one of the main reasons is unawareness. Because we all don't know about them. You only said that we don't know about Kitex. That's what I'm saying. We don't know about Kitex. Why? Because we are not aware.
Now you talked about narrow-mindedness. It's with you also. As you are against Indian companies, you are not accepting the liabilities of our own nation. And you are not working on it as well. You are just favoring the foreign companies. So the thing is that narrow-mindedness is there in you, in everyone. We need to focus on that.
Personal job. Now you are going a bit personal. I am not saying that Indian companies are bad. I have never said the word that Indian companies are bad. I am just saying that they are not that standard. Even if India is a developing country. 60 years back we were studying India as a developing country. Now also, after 60 years we are studying India as a developing country. I don't want that it would be, but I probably after 100 years also we will be studying, okay, India is a developing country. So, this developing should be changed into development, and this can only happen when India is made aware that, okay, Indian companies are also there, but they do not do that. Then they are not into digital marketing. They are not into Facebook marketing. They do not have that technique how to market to Facebook. What is the main concept behind the digital marketing? I think only 10% or 20% of the industries are doing digital marketing nowadays. And they do not think about the finance that they can spend 1,000 rupees on a single product. But they will try to resist themselves from the foreign companies to just socialize them, so globalize their company. And also one more important point is internal audit. Audit is something, it is a group of people that is there in every company, most of the companies, where they check, okay, so these are the legal terms and they check the legal terms. Now what happens in small scale companies, the audit is not very strong. The group leaders do not think about audit, okay, so we should spend on audit. They are only on front hand, never thought of back hand. Audit should be stronger. Government audit should also be stronger. All these commissioners, all these are not that strong. And if you want to
the all the India is not giving. So he got to foreign. But what about APJ Abdul Kalam sir? Yet he is very talented and he got offers from abroad. Because of his patriotism, he remains in India and abroad born means since India becoming a president.
My question is audit. Why is audit not spent? Why the company's leaders do not spend on audit? Why do they never mind it?
Although you say that they don't mind, they are minding their employees. So before you ask them, they are minding their concern about employers. Now they are the grouping of environments will be good and all. And but you need to say that